Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Thursday afternoon. Welcome to the show. Guys, we did a 4-hour show last night, and the file was saved but deleted. Too many copyright issues to deal with. And for those of you who don't catch the live shows, whenever I do a long stream like that and we play videos, I have to take it down to avoid any type of disputes and stuff like that. But thank you to those of you who were there last night. And out of the 4 hours, we did about 3.5 hours dedicated to Irv Gotti. So this is actually my second time addressing this, and I wanted to give more people the chance to chime in, to speak about this man's impact, his legacy. You see my title, Irv Gotti, a visionary who transformed the hip-hop industry. I borrowed that from his children. They put up a post and they said our dad was an incredible man, a true visionary who transformed the hip-hop industry. And that's a fact. That's a fact. I had lunch with Leo Cohen a few times and dinner, but one of the times we were at a restaurant. I forget what it was, but Irv Gotti's face was on the wall with Leor's, Russell's, and first I was hating. I said, "What's his face doing up there?" And Leor was telling me some of the innovative ideas that Irv brought to the table with Def Jam and other things, you know, by way of being a young, hungry person. I also want to point out, for those who don't know, he was very nice to his staff. That's a unique quality, because a lot of people get in positions of power at labels and they become pricks, you know, people like me. But he was nice to his staff. And again, the last time I saw him was 2 years ago. We had a meeting down in the Atlanta metro area, and he was still nice to his staff. There was a bunch of people there. But that's just some of the things I want to address this late afternoon, early evening. Hello to people in the live chat. Just bear with me. I got so much to lay out here. I want to make sure that we put respect on this man's name. But at the same time, if you want to call in and talk about the 50 Cent trolling, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to stop you. That was a big part of the Murder, Inc. J-Unit back and forth. Yes. So I don't want to stop you from calling in. 50 Cent is doing what he does. Okay, Curtis Jackson. I have something I want to play with regards to what I think might be the 50 Cent killer. You know, just for shits and giggles, 50 has never done anything to me, but then again, never did anything for me. You know, I'm one of those types of niggas. So I'll get to that shortly. The 50 Cent killer. Got it right here. Okay. Also, salute to Mace. Mace and Cameron, they have the hottest podcast. You've heard me say this for months now with regards to sports and commentary. Mace gave yours truly a shout out. I may or may not play that video because I don't want to have to go back and then edit that out. But it was an interview they were conducting with Michael Irvin. And salute. As I've said before, it doesn't hurt to acknowledge other people. And I appreciate that. And I have a lot of respect for what they do. And I love the fact that those two guys have got back on the same page as friends. So also, again, because we did a 4-hour show last night, salute to Chris Gotti, Irv Gotti's brother. Haven't seen him in years. The last time I saw him, Irv and he had a lunch in downtown Manhattan. He's doing the damn thing with regards to digital distribution and basketball. Maybe if somebody can call in and break that down, Chris Gotti, all right? All right, phone lines are open. V. Diddy got your donation. Do we think 50 is wrong for mocking Irv's death? Well, I'm putting respect on Irv's name. But now, maybe someone can call in and give more detail. Did Irv smash one of 50's hoes back in the days? You see, he's doing a whole lot of extra shit. Usually when a guy goes that hard in the paint, a female is involved. And back in those days when Murder, Inc. was, you know, putting it down and 50 was still a fat nigga, someone may have slutted out one of his hoes, combined with the paperwork that I saw. Irv Gotti and Ja Rule came on the Star and Buck Wild show with the paperwork. What was that, the stabbing or something in the studio? And Does 50 have a right to troll? I would say so, but at the same time, 50 is one of your pioneering drill rappers. Is that fair to say? He's one of your pioneering drill rappers. So for him to smoke on an Irv Gotti pack, it's expected, I would say. Poor Righteous Teacher got your donation. Hold on a second. Okay, we got some 50 fans. I got your donation. So he says 50 forever. All enemies are obsolete. Queens run you. Star, don't make me call in, nigga. Call in, nigga. Thank you for the donation. Poor Righteous Teacher. All right. I see you guys in the queue. Let me just see if I forgot anything before we get to the show here this afternoon. Again, this is a second dose of the Irv Gotti R.I.P. That needs to be done. Last night we had a lot of good. Oh, and you know what? I want to focus again today. Last night we had a nurse that called in, right? With regards to diabetes. Irv was on Drink Champs, for those of you who saw it within the last year or so, or maybe 2 years, I forget. And he spoke about not taking care of himself and not being as consistent with the insulin that he was supposed to take once in a while, not daily, right? So he admitted to that. So we had a good conversation with regards to insulin, eating right, a whole lot of stuff. I can't remember. Carbs. So maybe we can continue that as well, all right? And hey, Sam, I see you, man. Sam, do you want to call in? Hang on a second. Do you want to call in today? I'll do a research show today. Hold on, guys. You call now. Give me a sports update. Okay, Sam, I just responded to your email. Yeah, so the diabetes that was more than likely, or so they're saying, a part of what led to Irv's multiple strokes, possible hemorrhaging, and bleeding from the brain. The diet, the diet. He seemed to not really be in the best of spirits. Let me just say that when he was talking to Nori on Drink Champs. Now, I don't have too much information and really no experience with diabetes. I don't have it, but it is a killer, in the Black and the Hispanic community. We were trolling pretty hard last night. Yes, troll babies. We were talking about the cooking of Black women being a silent killer. And the cooking of Hispanic women as well. Hold on a second. Poor Righteous Teacher talking crazy. Irv is gone. He ain't coming back. Well, last night I ended the show playing Mike Geronimo's track, Shit's Real. Oh, I love that track. Produced by Irv Gotti, and I think he directed that video as well. I forget. And I had to take the stream down because that would have definitely been a copyright strike. Easy Money Sniper, I got your donation. Sit tight. I'm gonna put most of this on the screen if I can. Okay. And hey, Penelope, thank you for tapping in. Okay. Any information on diabetes, please call in. Type 2 diabetes, from what I remember, can be reversed with proper diet. Stuff like that, right? And to be fair, it's not just Black women that are killing, husbands and boyfriends. White women are known for poisoning their men. Yes, everybody can get the smoke here on the Star Report. White women are known to poison their men in large numbers. All right. Okay, that's my show this afternoon. Oh, I'm sorry. I do want to mention Irv's children again. I'm looking at a picture here. This is on the Shade Room. Very, very nice young people. Good looking. All right. Sonny, Angie, and JJ. Salute to you all. Your father's impact is very, very well respected. And I'm sure his passing will inspire you more than ever before. He was a go-getter up until the very end. Highly motivated. And I'll tell you guys a little bit more about our last phone conversation and a meeting, and we were talking about doing some business, and I have a lot of more stories I will tell about Irv Gotti. Okay, V Diddy, sister, what's your secret with all you've been through? How the fuck are you outliving all these rappers? So I'm the devil. Stevie Wonder can see that, sir. In the flesh. Let me put this on the screen. I'm the devil. I'm aging backwards. What was that? What was that show? Pardon me, the movie. Brad Pitt, was it something? Benjamin? What was that movie? Benjamin Button or something like that? I'm the devil, sir, you know. All right, King, thank you for tapping in. Are you calling in, sir? Okay, yes. Thank you. Salute to Mace. Okay. A few people sent me the link. If you're new to the show, Cameron is one of my top 5 greatest. I've always said that. Greatest ever. Dead or alive, Cameron. And I was really happy to see he and Mace, get together and put together the show that they have now. It's a brilliant show, and they are leading the charge, all right? Okay. Phone lines open. Let's get down to business here. And I'm going to play a few videos that I'm going to have to edit out, but let me just try and pace myself so we don't go too far in the wrong direction just yet. Area code 973. You're my first caller. Please watch the language.
How you doing, Star?
Yes, sir. How are you?
How you doing, Star? How you doing today?
I'm good, man.
I'm all right, and yourself?
Good.
I'm all right. Yeah, RIP to Irv Gotti. Mm-hmm. 50. I understand where he's coming from. Do I agree? No, but do I understand it? Yes.
Okay.
Irv Gotti, I do remember seeing the drink champs. I actually remember when they came up to your show and Irv kept saying, order of protection. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. I remember that.
50's a cop caller, so I'm not saying allegedly.
Yeah.
It's a cop caller.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And then with the diabetes, so type 1 diabetes is autoimmune. Type 2 can be reversed. It's a struggle for people with type 2 diabetes. So when you see a guy like Irv on Drink Champs drinking alcohol, which you should not be doing when you have diabetes, you're not taking your insulin, you're not eating properly, you're not exercising, that's going to take a toll on you. Yeah. I've seen patients, so with diabetes.
Are you in the medical field, sir? Who am I speaking to?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am. I am.
Come
on. So with type 2 diabetes, if your glucose gets too high, depending on if you have ketones or not, you can go into something called HHS or diabetic ketoacidosis. And you don't want, either one, that means your sugar has spiked.
Okay.
Above 250. So above 250, you're in the dangers, between 250 to 400, you're in the danger zone. But then depending on if you have ketones, then you have ketoacidosis. If you don't have ketones, you have HHS. And when it gets hot, you can see sugars as high as 900, 1,000. And it's really bad. Your level of consciousness is off. You can go into.
Can we find some way, sir, to blame black women for their cooking? All that extra goddamn sugar in the Kool-Aid, the extra butter. And as I said last night, when they make the mac and cheese, all the cream and the whole milk. Can we kick some blame in their direction for the hypertension and the diabetes that black men have in record numbers? I think his call dropped out. Sir, your call dropped out. Do you want to call back? I didn't hang up on you. Hold on, guys. Sir, do you want to call back in?
7 is around.
Okay. I'm sorry, sir. Hang on. Your call dropped out. Okay. Can we blame black women in some type of way? I'm going there today. Come on.
I mean, yeah, you can, because and this is the reason, and that's what I was explaining. So when you see when that marker pops up, they'll tell you need to watch your diet, you need to start exercising. And if your woman keeps cooking the way she's cooking, that's it. You're done. They're gonna put you on medication ASAP. Your A1C is gonna go even higher, and then you're gonna be stuck on the medication. It all comes down to you changing your diet. And if your woman is cooking the same way, then that's it. It's a done deal.
Hang on a second, sir. TMM team, LOL. His wife's Spanish. You mean Hispanic? She wasn't from Spain. Okay, well, listen, we're gonna go there today. Okay, Irv was also eating Ashanti's cooking. Ashanti's not Hispanic, you know, and we got to keep it real. I think he was in love with Ashanti, and that's why he wasn't.
Somebody said he died of a broken heart.
I said that last night. I said that last night, sir. Don't try and.
Yeah. I didn't watch. I didn't see the show.
Yeah.
I didn't see.
A nigga was on Drink Champs crashing out, talking crazy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, I there's a lot to it. Like, but just him in general, just the way that he was carrying on, like on Drink Champs drinking. Like that's the number one thing they tell anybody that's diabetic. Like, do not drink alcohol because alcohol spikes your blood sugar, and then you need your insulin. Like, you need insulin for that. If you're diabetic, that means you have a lack of insulin. So that right there, but just not that. But
well, hang on a second. So are you studying to be a doctor? Are you Are you an RN? Do you have?
Yeah, I'm an RN. Yeah.
Do you have a?
Yes, I'm an RN.
You have a certificate. How do we know you're an RN? Please.
I went to school for it. I graduated. I got my bachelor's.
Okay.
I actually was in your neck of the woods over at school over there for that. So,
which is where? My neck of the woods.
Scotch Plains.
Scotch Plains.
Where your original?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
well, now stay with me.
Yeah.
So I have no proof. I mean, I've had dinner, lunch with Irv, you know, and his brother Chris, and I've known him over the years. Great guy. And, you know, he started talking a little crazy about Ashanti toward the end. Might that have been due to some type of chemical imbalance, you know, with everything you're saying and not taking his insulin? You know, a chemical imbalance can make you talk crazy. Listen, I used to do blow from 81 until 91, and I was crazy back then. I was crazy as hell. Used to say some crazy shit.
I mean, a drunk mind speaks a sober tongue, right? Drunk mind speaks a sober tongue. So, you know, he was feeling a little loose and started, you know, saying how he really felt. And I think that's just what it is. I think there are multiple things that caused this to happen. Plus, he just sold his didn't he just sell his catalog, right?
Listen, he was loaded. He was rich.
Yeah, yeah, for like 300 million or something like that. So when you got that. Okay. When you got that much money, and we pocket watching, but when you got that much money and you're already not taking care of yourself, come on, you're on the road of destruction. It's just a matter of time before the clock stops ticking. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the end of the day, you always got to take care of yourself. They always say health is wealth, and I remember you had your health situation and you had to calm down for a little bit. So. You know,
no, sir. I'm still drinking. I'm an alcoholic. No.
I said you stopped for a little bit. I didn't say you stopped forever.
No, sir. I didn't stop. I'm still an alcoholic, and I'm not in denial. Now, hang on a second. Let's get back to Irv. Yeah. The chemical imbalance. With the insulin. Can you just break that down a little bit more? If you're drinking and maybe a lack of oxygen, something with hardened arteries,
so
air in the bloodlines, the veins, and then a stroke. Yes,
right. So now when you go through ketoacidosis or HHS, your blood is heavily concentrated. So it's kind of like it's as if like let's think about it like a car, right? And your car is extra oily and it's sticky, and there's not enough fluid in there, right? But it's just sticky. That's how your blood gets. So now you're not getting enough oxygen to your brain because you need constant blood flow to your brain. Right. So now when your blood is concentrated and you're not getting enough blood flow because you're through your blood vessels and your arteries, it's having issues pumping the blood to your brain. Yeah. That's when you get a stroke because you have a lack of oxygen to your brain.
You know, let me just say this and I'll let you land your plane. I'm 60 years of age. I don't take any vitamins or anything. I go get blood work. I don't need, iron. I don't need anything. You know, that's a little concerning. I'm at times I think I might have like a massive heart attack, pow, and just go out quickly. If you ask me, I would prefer to go out in a gun battle so it could be quick. So it could. Can you stop giggling, sir? This is a serious topic here. Can you stop giggling? How do people, in your opinion, at my age, who don't take medication, I have nothing wrong, I don't have gout, none of that shit, how do they usually check out? Is it in their sleep? Is it a stroke, an aneurysm? Any data?
You know what, Star?
Any data?
A lot of well, there is data, but a lot of it comes down to genes too. A lot of your genes and like, were you active in your younger life? Like, let's say from 10 up until 30, were you active? I know that you were outside, but were you active, like playing sports or walking around a lot, or were you eating good? Like how?
I was very good in football, and ice hockey. So I mean, I was very active in my formative years. But when I hit my early 20s, I just I moved to New York, and I was all over the place like bird shit. But I wasn't playing basketball and stuff like that. No.
Right, but hockey and football, that's good cardio. But the thing is, the more active someone is earlier in their life, it buys them time later on in their life.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So like somebody could be obese from the time they were a kid all the way up until 40, 50, and then it'll hit them. But someone could be active and like be eating well too, because I don't know, was your mom cooking at home? Like, was she making meals at home? Were you eating out?
Yeah. I mean, my mom was in college most of the times when I was young, and I don't really care for Italian food as I get older. But I thank you for the updates, man. I'm going to try and figure this out and take more calls. I appreciate you tapping in.
All right, thanks for having me.
Thank you. Okay. Guys, showrunner, have you given up hope on finding a wife? I've got some notes here. I want to talk to some of you younger men, okay? Are you preparing to stay single for the rest of your life? I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. I've got a very, very active life, and we've had this discussion before with regards to, the changing times, and you guys, the way you're dating, the way you're tricking, a lot of you, respectfully, you're marks and simps. And you don't think you're simping. So the question, have you given up hope on finding a wife? And what is your definition of a wife? That's my showrunner. We can also talk about Lamar Odom and Khloe Kardashian, the reunion. Oh, I watched it. Now, she's not going to take him back. He's not well mentally. The nigga looks like he's on Thorazine or something, okay? Sir Jay, are you calling in, sir? Sir, donation. Okay. Are you calling in? Hold on, guys. My part-time girlfriend, she plays her position. Let me go to area code 201. Hey, good afternoon. Putting respect on Irv Gotti's name again. We did a long show last night. Please watch the language. Are you there? 2
Yes, sir.
01. How are you?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Good. Yes. When do you want to start, sir?
Yeah. First, I'm gonna say rest in peace, Irv Gotti, man. Regardless, anybody think about his character, man. Irv Gotti is a legend. Yeah. He played a big part in this culture, hip hop, and Murder Inc. dropped some of the hottest music ever that you can still play today. So, you know what I mean? All the people who like to pick and choose sides about who's popular, who's not, this and that, you can't take. Irv Gotti got more talent in his pinky than most people got in their whole life. You know what I mean? So, yeah, shout out to Irv Gotti and the Murder Inc. family, and condolences to his family. I do want to talk about the diabetes thing real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Do you have it yourself?
I want to touch it.
You have diabetes?
It runs strong in my family. I can't say that I was officially diagnosed with it, but I do think that I did have it for a while. But it runs.
How old are you, sir? How old are you?
I'm 40. 40. Yeah. So
does a black woman cook for you, sir? I'm on that type of time today. Does a black woman cook for you?
Maybe about 10% of the time. 10% of the time. The other 80-90% of the time I do my own thing, and then I'm heavy on the Asian diet too.
Oh, okay.
So
you might live to see 60 then if
say that again.
You might live to see 60 if you cook for yourself.
God willing, I'm trying to hit 80. I'm trying to hit 80 or 90. But I'm gonna tell you this though, Star. A couple of callers touched on it, and I really hope that people take heed to this. That your diet is the most important thing. Is like most of our sicknesses and illnesses come from what we put in our bodies.
Yeah,
and I'll say about 80% of it we do to ourselves unknowingly, because we grow up eating a certain way, and you don't question it as you get older because everyone around you is doing it. You're eating pizza every day, you're eating pasta, eating Burger King and McDonald's, and drinking Coca-Cola and Pepsi, eating candy and cakes. All that, it tastes good, but it's a drug. And I think one caller yesterday kind of said the same thing, and I've been saying that for years, that sugar is more addictive than cocaine, heroin, all of that. And the proof that we have of that is, think about how almost nobody can go a day without having sugar. They're going to put some sugar in their coffee, and they sweeten low, or all the synthetic fake sugar, not the real sugar that comes.
So are you eating right? So I hear what you're saying to other people. Are you eating right?
I'd say about 70% of the time.
Okay.
30% of the time. I'm not perfect. I'm not going to sit here.
So you're just shoveling shit in everybody's direction, but you yourself don't eat right. Okay. Now, hang on. I heard you. So before you go, I really want some input on my showrunner. Have you given up hope on finding a wife? You're not married, you said, right? Absolutely.
No, I'm absolutely not giving up hope, and I know there's good wives out there. They just may not be here in America. I just got back from Asia, man, and it's a whole world out there outside of these borders.
Are you healthy? You sound congested, sir. I mean,
nah, I'm just waking up. I'm still jet lagged from a trip, so I've been waking up late. I woke up to your show being on.
Do you have a job or a career? Just curious.
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Okay. Yeah.
Well, you get what you give, sir. So you may not get a righteous woman who's doing the damn thing. You might, get somebody like yourself. Would that be fair to say?
Well, yeah, that is true. You get what you give most of the time. But if you're putting out good, you hopefully that you get some good.
Okay. I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
Take it easy.
Have you given up hope on finding a wife? I've been married for a little over 3 years now. You guys, you've met my wife, Asia. She's sitting right here. I've been practicing with her for a synthetic life form. Oh, and so many of you have been emailing me, Elon Musk, he's dating robots now. Hey, Janelle, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Oh, she said Irv Gotti was a very nice guy. You met him in person. Okay, yeah. Listen, I'm here to put respect on this man's name. If you guys want to, troll, get your troll on. I'm not going to say you can't, but at the same time, I got a little something for Curtis Jackson. I want to play. Give me a little time here. I want to let some more people coming in here. I think I have what could be the Curtis Jackson killer. Hey, killer, are you calling in? That's my alleged daughter. Okay, that's your YouTube channel. You want a wrench? Okay, killer, I'll give you a wrench, but don't block anybody. I want people talking crazy in there. Hold on a second, guys. That's my alleged daughter from her YouTube channel. Let me see if I know how to do this. Deeds, are you in the live chat? How do I give a wrench? Okay, this might be it. This might be it. Killer, see if this works, okay? Keep me posted. Area code 413. Hey, good afternoon. We're talking about Irv Gotti, the visionary who transformed the hip-hop industry. Are you there? Area code 413.
Yo, Star, what's popping?
Hey, what's up, man? Who's this?
It's Panna.
Panna, how are you, man? Where do you want to start?
R.I.P. to Irv, man. Definitely a visionary in the hip-hop game.
That's right.
Created lots of hits. I mean, sad to see him go out at such a young age, but I guarantee that man has lived the life that many of us have nowhere. We can't even touch his life. You know what I'm saying? So R.I.P. to that man, his family, his kids. You know, it's sad to see anybody go out that young. But now, quick question: did he have type 2 or type 1? Because I keep hearing people say he had type 2, and taking insulin. That just doesn't add up.
I'm not sure. I don't know. We had a very good discussion last night. I wasn't drinking last night. I was really listening, and I said, "Well, let me readdress, some of the points we put on the table last night." And but he admitted on the Drink Champs that he wasn't eating healthy as he should, and he said he wasn't consistent with the insulin. So I don't know. Do you have diabetes, Panna?
So he has type 1 because if you have type 2, you don't take insulin. I have type 2.
Okay.
I found out I was type 2 diabetic like 5 to 6 years ago.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it a buck. It's the biggest battle of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm my worst enemy, like I try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. I do it at least 75% of the time, but it's a struggle, man. It's a struggle. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a straight buck. Like, but there are ways to reverse it. Like other callers have said, you can definitely. It's diet and lifestyle. I try to take my moringa capsules, my black seed oil capsules.
I think that's a scam. Black seed oil. I mean, when you look at some, hang on. When you look at some of the people that are telling you to consume black seed oil, they don't look healthy.
I feel no. I agree on that. No, I agree on that.
Fuck out of here.
They'll take black seed. They'll take a black seed oil cap and smoke a Newport. And like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like this whole CMOS scam. I'm not buying into the CMOS scam. Everybody's taking CMOS. Well, everybody in the baby mom.
I think there's some truth to CMOS, but that black seed oil, I don't buy that. But now hang on a second. Okay, so last night we did a really, really extended show, and we spoke about diabetes. Who cooks for you, Panna? Is it a Hispanic woman?
My lady is Dominican, but she's very health conscious. Mm-hmm. She's very much aware of my diet. She's an advocate.
I think Puerto Rican breakfast is by far the worst thing a man can eat. Puerto Rican breakfast.
I'm gonna keep it a straight buck. I was married to a Puerto Rican woman. Mm-hmm. I did not have diabetes before I got married. Mm-hmm. After I was divorced, I had diabetes. It was the penne. I never ate penne in my life.
Oh my God!
She made penne.
Fried salami, eggs.
I drank
eggs cooked in butter. Disgusting.
I drank Maltas like it was water.
Oh,
I drank Fanta orange. I drank Fanta orange juice like it was water. You know what I mean? Like I woke up every night and I slept walk and made myself peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and went to bed. So
I'll eat a black woman's lasagna before I eat a Puerto Rican woman's breakfast. That's on everything. Come on.
Yeah. So I was to the other caller. I had a very healthy lifestyle when I was a young kid. Okay. I rode my bike for miles, football, basketball, you name it. So I think that's buying me time now.
Okay. How old are you?
I didn't have anybody in my family that had diabetes. I have family members that live to 90, 100 years old. So,
Panna, how old are you? How old are you?
48.
You're 48 and you're married to a Dominican woman and you've got diabetes.
Yes.
Yeah. You're out of here 6 years, respectfully. You're out of here 6 years.
Oh, thank you, Satan.
Yeah. 6. Listen. Never mind. Go ahead, land your plane, man. Pardon me, I'm doing too much.
So I'm hoping I'm here for longer than 6 years, but I appreciate your words of
good to talk to you, man.
of hate.
Yeah.
But definitely Irv Gotti, a visionary, legendary.
Absolutely.
And respect to that man and everybody in his family. R.I.P. to him.
Thank you, Pat.
One more thing. Can I just touch on this? That I'm very surprised you haven't touched on it. How do you feel about Trump making a deal with El Salvador to send prisoners
we've spoken
over
about
US?
all of that stuff last week, man. I mean, I got to focus on Irv Gotti today, man. We'll get back to the Gaza being turned into beachfront property. We've spoken about my homie Lord Jamar. I got to stay focused, man. Thank you, Panna. Thank you, man.
All right.
All right, let me go to area code 816. Please watch the language. We're talking about Irv Gotti again. We did a long episode last night. Are you there?
Hey, what's up with the Star?
Hey, yes, sir. How are you?
What's good with you, Star?
Yes, sir. Where do you want to start?
Yeah, man. This is Rails calling up out of KC. You know what I'm saying? Kansas City. You know, the Chiefs in the building. We doing our thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna get to the Irv Gotti situation. You know, I grew up on Irv, early 2000s. He was dropping them hits and things.
Right.
And I got so much love for the brother, man. May he rest well.
Yes.
Like you said, Star, I like the Star Report. We like to touch on the truth on the Star Report, you know what I'm saying? And let's keep it real, man. You know, when you're coming out the hood, man, you seeing the guys, you seeing the homies, went from on PCP, you know what I'm saying? The guys be blowing that blow, you know what I'm saying, popping bags of ecstasy, things of that sort. And when you don't take care of yourself, eventually these things going to crack down on you, and they're going to eventually come to light. And it's going to, especially when you age, when you're not reversing yourself, eating right, exercising, things of that sort.
Yeah.
And and like you said, man, eating that bad vagina, you know what I'm saying, running around, and Irv, let's keep it real with Irv. Let's keep it real about Irv. Irv messing with these little young chicks, man. So if you ain't got the game, and I'm not saying Irv simping and whatnot, but when you don't have the game to correct and run things and lead the situation like you're supposed to, then you're going to fall victim to how these women living. These women want to pop pills. These women want to do blow. They want to drink. And Irv getting up in age, he's fucking and he's catching up with it, and he's trying to keep up with them. And these things taking effect on him. Let's keep it real, man. And
if I can jump in, I don't know his dating record, to be honest with you, but let's focus on Ashanti.
No.
Hang on. Let's focus on Ashanti for a second, because he did go in on her kind of hard toward the end on Drink Champs. Last night, we spoke about, men who, date younger women at a time of age before they become soiled by the filth of the industry. Combined with what he already admitted to, him and Ja Rule were talking about ecstasy and all sorts of shit. Combined with that, and then you lose her for whatever reason. Maybe she, just had enough. Maybe he, I don't know the full reason why they broke up. I mean, it's been rumored, but I don't know the full reason. So you never get over it. Is that fair to say? Certain girls, you never get over it.
Look, I'm 40. I'm 43 years old, and this things, and what I'm saying, you got to, and the experience with multiple women and dealing with multiple women and going on with your life and having things going with your life should get you over that hump. But you got certain guys out here that just can't get over that hump. I got a cousin like that, man, and he just can't. He keeps trying to revert back to the chick, and she don't even like. She ain't fucking. She ain't feeling him, Star.
You gotta watch the F-bomb, sir. You can't do that. It's too early. Can't do that. It's too early.
You said what?
You gotta watch the F-bomb. It's too early.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Now, what he's doing, he's tripping up, trying to get back with her, and she's displaying that she's not dealing with him. She's going on with her life. He's steady, talking about it. He'll bring it up. He'll come and ask me certain things, man. How you think, I'm saying, if I'm thinking about her, wouldn't she be thinking about me at the same time? Tricking himself, basically. And
he sounds like a simp, sir, respectfully. Can we go back to Irv? He's gone now. Any experience with diabetes yourself? Diabetes?
Any experience with? No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
Never. I stay in the gym at least like 6 days, 5 to 6 days a week, you know. Now cooking for myself, I cook for myself. If I go around one of the chicks I'm dealing with or whatever, they cook for me. I kind of navigate what they cook for me, what I eat, and how they do the thing, you know, to keep me right. You know, you got to lead the situation.
Can I ask you to address the showrunner? Have you given up hope on finding a wife? Hope.
Have I given up hope finding a wife? I'm not opposed to it, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I haven't, at 43, I still ain't thought about it.
Okay. I appreciate the
I'm
call,
just being honest, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
All right, bro.
Let me go to area code 630. Hey, good afternoon. Please watch the language. We're having a discussion about Irv Gotti. Are you there? 630.
Yes, hello. So the topic is, have you given up on finding a wife? And my answer is
that's on the
yes.
screen.
You know, at 25,
okay.
Yes, at 25, I'm over it, man. It's getting ridiculous.
You're 25, sir? I don't believe you.
Yeah, I am. And about 2-3 years ago, I said, if it doesn't go down with this next girl, I'm done. You know, I'm finished. I'm not doing it anymore.
Okay.
And ever since then, I just said, man, to hell with this. This is ridiculous. I don't know how they're going to address this in the future, especially with these low birth rates. But something has to get done because this is getting out of hand.
What's your ethnicity, sir? What's your ethnicity?
You can say I'm black, quote unquote black.
I could say you're black or you are black. Are you Caribbean black? You FBA?
FBA, yeah.
Okay. I think
so. It's just getting to a point.
I think you're a liar, but go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
It's just getting to a point where, you know, if you're not coming with a certain amount of wealth out the gate, if you're not 6'10" and the Bugatti and all this other nonsense, you're just written off automatically. And as a regular dude, if you live in a major city, you're automatically in competition, albeit unknowingly, with, you know, guys with money, political status, athletes, celebrities. But the funny part is these women will never tell you that when you date them or when you try to.
Okay.
So you're going in it. These guys are going in it with this old school, you know, I'm a just dater mentality, but he doesn't really know what he's up against.
So where do you, let's take our time here. Where do you meet women, and what was the last date you went out on? The last date, where'd you go?
It's been years since I've been on a date. I get rejected all the time.
Okay.
Because I'm ugly. I'm not balling. I'm not out here. I'm not Jay-Z and all this other stuff. You know, I'm funny looking. So it's a little more difficult for me. But regardless, even guys that aren't, I'm hearing same reports of the same issue. You know, so it's bigger than just that. But like I said, something has to get done because I don't see the silver lining in any of this.
Would you consider yourself to be a catch or the grand prize?
No, absolutely not.
You're not a catch. You just
no. I mean, I have things that I bring to the table, but they're not material.
Okay.
And that's what they want.
Tell us.
Tell
us about some of your. Are you educated? Are you a man who knows history? Who are we talking to? So I got time.
Yes. Yes, I'm very well educated. You know, I like to stay informed on certain topics. I'm very into different, you know, types of mental and academic disciplines and whatnot. I love history. So I'm into a lot of those things, but girls are not.
Right.
Those are bonuses to them. So if you're not coming out the gate with the prerequisite of X, Y, Z, you know, all the materialistic, you know, getting jiggy, tangential stuff, then you're screwed. It's just that simple. So all those inner qualities are just bonuses. And that's the issue. Can
I ask what your field is? Are you a worker? Are you still in school? Are you an entrepreneur?
No, I'm just a regular worker. I'm nobody, nothing big. Just a regular, everyday guy. You know, but again, it's a different day and age, like you always say. So
I don't have the answers. I'm just discussing this because the topic itself was presented to me. We're going to try and do more relationship topics in the next week or so. Is it fair to say you get what you give? And, you say you're a regular guy. Are you looking for something that's out of your league? Keep it real. Maybe you should be looking for, a 5, a 6, a basic chick. There's nothing wrong with basic chicks. Nothing wrong with them.
Well, like I said, I'm ugly. It's just that simple. And I always tell people this in my personal life, and they think I'm looking for pity or whatnot, but I know the truth. I don't go around lying to myself.
Okay.
On some Kevin Samuel stuff, with how those chicks used to call in and just lie,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I know what the deal is. So I already know, but I'm just saying, as far as that goes, you would think with a lot of the stuff and the fluff they give out, they'd be a little more receptive to somebody who isn't necessarily a model, superstar, athlete, rich dude, and just, but no, it's not like that. So yes.
Let me say this in closing. I appreciate you calling in. Stop calling yourself ugly. If you feel that you have something to offer, seek out what you think is the type of woman that will work with you. There's an old saying, there's somebody for everybody. You may be looking in the wrong places. The internet, if you ask me, is not the place to necessarily look. That's that superficial look, Do you have friends?
Yeah, and ironically, they're all in relationships. So
yeah, but here's the thing. For centuries, thousands of years, long before the internet, people found companions through other friends, like minds. You follow me? You're 25, so stop calling yourself ugly, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Okay. That was hater advice. 954, please watch the language. 954, please watch the language. 954.
Yo, hello.
Hey.
I don't know much about Irv Gotti, man, but I'm 25.
Okay.
I just want to chime in on the second topic.
Please, have you given up hope finding a wife?
Yeah. So the other guy, he's the same age as me, but at the same time, I feel like it's not that hard. It's not that hard. A lot of filtering, but I'm in Florida, and it's not that. I'm in South Florida. It's a lot of options. You don't have to be so quick, but again, there's the quality dip as well. So, I don't think it's as.
What part of Florida?
Be an athlete.
What part of Florida?
Like Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, and you're 20 what?
25.
You're seriously looking for a wife at 25. You haven't given up hope.
No, and ideally you want to keep that family unit, the traditional family unit. I think it's the best for bringing up a child or two.
Okay.
And not saying I'm trying to do that this year, but everybody thinks from watching YouTube, a lot of people my age think that you need to be an athlete and you need to be 6 figures and all this stuff.
Right.
It's not really like that. In my experience.
Good for you, man. You haven't given up and you're not deterred from what you see in large numbers. Good for you.
Well, unfortunately, I think that's if you're not doing real life approaches, if you're just going on Tinder, Hinge, and all that stuff,
okay,
yeah, you're gonna do horribly. For me personally, my success rate there is probably 10% versus in real life it's probably 50-55%. In reality. But if you're not going outside, you're not doing anything,
Do you recommend to other guys your age pulling back off of social media, or do you think that the highway to hell, which is what the internet usually was called, is the right place to look?
Yeah. If you're not making money on the internet, maybe 15 minutes a day, social media, but everything else is going to be brain rot. And if you're looking on dating apps, you're just going to you're going to fail unless you're like top 5% aesthetically.
Okay.
He's good there.
Okay. I appreciate the call,
You know.
man. Have a good day. Thank you.
No problem. Yep. You do.
That's a good call, huh? Hold on a second, guys. The afternoon shows are not for all the cursing and profanity. That's what we do at night. We did a 4-hour show last night, and I let people have their fun. But it's really hard sometimes to monetize these videos. Anybody who's a content creator, you know this already. So no, you can't just call in F-bomb, and then say, "Oh, pardon me." No. I really want to talk about Irv Gotti's impact, his history, the model that Leo Cohen spoke to me about, the things that he did. I mean, I think now would be a good time to share with other people coming up in the industry some of the moves that he made. He did some really great business behind the scenes. DMX, Jay-Z, and others. Phone lines are open. Charlie, are you calling in? Charlie, I got your donation. Okay. Yes, I played the video. I'm not going to play it again. Salute to Mace and Killer. Okay, thank you. Is it Janine? Hey, Janine. Okay, and Curtis, I got your donation as well. Let me go back to the phone lines. Folks, please watch the language. 678, good afternoon. 6.
Good afternoon, Star.
78. How are you, sir?
How's it going?
What's going on, man?
Hey, I just want to I want to speak on the showrunner.
Okay. Have you given up?
So, nah, I ain't gonna give up on that. But at the same time, my goal is I really want what white people got, and is the money and the power, honestly. And then I can focus on the marriage thing.
Did you say white people? You said white?
Yeah, no, I want what white people got, which is the money and the power, and then I'll focus on the marriage.
Okay.
A lot of these brothers, I can only speak for the brothers. I think race plays a part in it, of why it somewhat plays a part in it, why brothers give up on marriage. It's just that. So my perspective is like this: as a black man, I'm 33 years old, but I feel like I need the power first. I need that power. I need the power. I need the money first, and then I can, do the marriage thing, because I just can't. I can't function that way under the rulership of white people. I'm not racist and none of that stuff. That's just what it is.
Clearly, you are racist. I mean, I don't have a problem with you being racist, but you put race on the table. You're 35, you said?
No, 33. Scotty Pimpin.
Okay. Listen, I say a lot of stuff to get people riled up, and I throw you curveballs, pause from time to time. I'm not against people getting married. It's not for me. I may get married for business reasons at some point, and only business. But do you think if you found someone, right, a black woman, as you said, you want what white people eventually got, you found a good black woman, whether she's FBA or Caribbean, and she helps you get the power, wouldn't that have been the right choice to marry her?
Yeah, so here's the thing on that. That means it comes with her, she gotta be on code with me. Because you see, now I'm glad you said that, because I feel like black women, I live in Jersey. I see a lot of black women with white dudes, married to white dudes. Okay. And I feel like she don't have to put in that work. She just there on the throne. She's just sitting on the throne with the white man, because the white man got the power. The white man, is the one that's going to do the providing. And all she gotta do is just sit there and just give up the pussy. Give up the punani, and that's that. I feel like she's not even doing too much contributing when she's with that white man. So my thing is, what's she going to contribute?
Let me jump in for a second. Black women are not a monolith. Okay. And, you have to ask yourself, in my opinion, are you worth, leading any woman? You're talking about black women with white men. To be fair, You know, if a black woman is educated, and black women are the most educated group in America now, yes. I've seen the stats.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I see the stats too, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's not hate on black women who choose a partner who may just happen to be white, but he was on her level. With all due respect, you might be a bum nigga in the eyes of most successful black women. You're only 33. Are you a homeowner? Do you have a career, or do you have a job?
Yeah, I got a job. I don't have a career. Just got a job. But I'm working on getting a career. Like, this job I got just a stepping stone.
You're a working nigga. You're working nigga.
Sir.
Okay. You see, I can be objective. I mean, this is not just, you know, kicking in black women's backs. See, you might be, again, in her eyes, a bum nigga. At what age do you think you'll be living like white folk, as you said? You said you want to get to power, then get married. At what age?
Good question.
Have it all together.
I'm honestly, I'm hoping like 38, 30, like 39, 40, around that range. You know, I just gotta build my credit up, take care of my credit more and save up more, and I believe I'll do it. Cause I definitely got vision. I definitely got a vision.
Okay. Who am I to say, man? But I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay. Salute.
Pro babies, what do you think? You know, listen, I'm gonna say things to get you riled up, but don't call in here just hating on black women. Look at Bill Gates, all the goddamn money in the world, divorced, right? The list goes on and on and on. He said, living like white folk. Okay. Peace. Shazam, I got your donation. Phone lines are open, sir. And guys, here's my email address again. If you have not, if you don't have the email address, I don't know what happened to CVR. I don't know what happened to CVR. 302, good afternoon. Please watch the language. Are you there? 302, talking about a few topics. Good afternoon.
I'm here.
Good evening, wherever you may be. How are you, sir?
What's up, yo? What's up, Star?
Yes, sir. What's up? You have the floor.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like everybody's always blaming this group or that group, but you just got to get your life together. You know what I mean?
No, sir. Are you addressing the showrunner? I don't know what you're saying. What are you saying, sir? Do you know what the showrunner is?
Nah, it's all good, man.
All right, let's get your bum ass out of here. T, I got your donation. I don't see you in the queue. Okay, I need to talk to somebody who's diabetic. And you know, guys, I'm not going to go too far down the rabbit hole about diabetes. I have no knowledge. But Irv Gotti was not well. Let's bring the focus back to Irv. Anybody want to speak to how men of all nationalities, ethnicities can, you know, manage diabetes? I don't know. I don't know. Let's go to area code 912. Please watch the language. Good afternoon or good evening, wherever you may be. 912. Are you there?
Star, what up? What up? This Cliff from the A, man.
Hey, man, what's up, homie?
Peace.
Peace. What do you
Good. I'm good. Yeah, man, I think marriage is for suckers, man. Women are controllers, man.
Okay.
I think marriage is for suckers, man. Like, I've been in relationships and, you know, for like 2 or 3 years and it gets boring, man. Plus I'm in the age, so, you know, it's like 40-1. Man, I'm good right now, man. You know, my cheese is good. I'm a homeowner.
Okay.
No seed. So, you know what I mean? I don't want to ruin it. I see when you get married, women control it. Where you at, Star? What you eating? Why you wearing that? What you doing? So I'm good on that right now, especially, like, it's not a black thing, it's an American thing.
Okay.
For me, now, I don't date outside the country right now, but I think marriage is,
So is it fair to say you've given up hope? Because at one point, you know, before you got your cheese up, as you just said, you were thinking about it, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was engaged for a little second, and you know what I mean, it didn't work because I was more focused on the cheese.
Okay.
So you can't do both. You can't do both. That's from my perspective. You can't do both. Either you got to be career oriented or you try to build a family. If you're trying to build a family, you can't really get your career because you got to go in overtime. You got to stay late. You got to grind. So I chose the cheese, and let me tell you, I'm good on that.
Okay.
Because I'm good. But I think most women, once you, like you say, they push out that life force, or you get married, it's like, all right, now where you at? What time you coming in? Nah, I'm not trying to do that. I'm coming home,
okay.
But don't try to put a tracker on me. Where your location at? Like, I'm not doing that.
Do you think that you being in the Atlanta area plays a part on your thinking? I mean, there's a large number of a certain type of women that have migrated to Atlanta. It used to be a place, correct me if I'm wrong, my age, where a lot of women had a common thread of decency. They're different down there now, right?
It's totally different. Totally different. I don't mean to cut you off, but the women now think like us, because they're career oriented too. Like you said, women are the most educated, so they don't want to mess their bags up. They're not sticking to that.
Black women, sir. Black women. I forget the numbers, but black women, if anybody wants to send me some stats, right now in America, last time I checked, are the most educated. They have the most master's degrees and bachelor's, black women. So let's not look like or act like they're such a bad choice. You have to be a man worthy of leading a woman. Would you agree with that?
I agree. I definitely agree. If you're educated and your credit score is 800 and you can articulate and you can pronounce your vowels and consonants, you don't want to talk to somebody who's talking crazy. But also, you don't want to do that. So I agree. I'm the same way. I don't want to talk to somebody who patting their head and you nah, I'm good.
Okay.
But for me, Atlanta has spoiled me. But when I go out, I talk to these ladies and they're whipping foreign rides. They got their portfolio is nice, but I see, you can tell like they're controlling.
Okay.
I've been in relationships with them. I don't want to be controlled. Like, say if you were talking to one, Star, are you doing the show again tonight? Like, I want to call. Nah, don't do that to me.
Well, I hear you talking, but at the same time, you're how old again?
You said how old?
How old are you again?
I'm 44 now.
Okay. We have to be real. There's a lot of bums out here, whether they be black bums, Hispanic, Caucasian, a lot of bums, and a lot of bums need a mother, a motherly type. Every male is not a man, right?
I agree.
Every male's not a man. So let's not hate on the ones who, catch a lick, a marker, or a buster. But I appreciate you calling them and get back to the topic. Thank you.
All right, man. You be
yes,
easy,
sir.
man.
Thank you. 318. Good afternoon. Are you there? It's Thursday. Talking about a few topics. 318. Yes, no, maybe. 318.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, can you hear me?
You're on a speakerphone. Can you come a little closer so we can hear you loud and clear?
Okay, can you hear me now?
There you go. How are you, darling? Good afternoon to you.
I'm good, and you?
Great.
I just wanted to say that we should look at this as a teaching moment.
Okay.
Because was he 54? And that's.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. Irv Gotti. Yeah. Baby, are you there? Come on. Come on.
Yes, I'm still here.
Come on. You talk.
Okay. Well, you were speaking on Irv, and we were talking about the health issues, and the guy before, he was saying that he was a juvenile diabetic. That's kind of like unpreventable because it's congenital, but for the most part, diabetes too is very preventable.
Okay.
So we need to look at that and know that exercise, diet, obviously he's non-compliant, and alcohol usage, tobacco usage, all that plays a part. So I just think we all should look at that and try to pull the positive out of the negative
Okay.
And speaking on wives, if you don't get a wife, you need to get you a woman, because the statistics show that men with a woman in their life, they usually live longer.
That's cap.
She usually focuses on his health. She usually
That's cap, baby. That's cap. That has been
go to the doctor.
Hang on, that has been debunked and proven wrong. That's an old saying. Women have been saying for decades, centuries, if you will. That's a lie. But go ahead. That's a lie.
Well, just think about somebody who doesn't exercise. You know, if you have somebody that's like-minded, then you can encourage each other.
Well, hang on. I appreciate you calling. Do you have experience with diabetes? Do you in the medical field?
I'm a registered nurse.
Okay. Did you call last night? We had a great show. It was a long 4-hour show, and people were educating others about diabetes. I learned a little something last night.
No, I didn't. I actually just picked up on today's show.
Okay. So you said type 2 is preventable?
Yeah, it's usually based on bad diet for the most part.
Okay.
And you know, most of us, we continue to want to eat everything that has a lot of refined sugar in it. We lazy. We don't want to exercise. And again, alcohol consumption can play a big part in that as well.
Yeah. How hard is it today to eat right? You know, everything, the poultry, the beef, the fish is farm raised. I did a show a couple of weeks ago about farm raised fish being vaccinated. Do you know that 18,000 fish per hour are vaccinated in those farms where they breed and raise them? 18,000 per hour vaccinated.
I can believe that. I try to go more for organic, but then I know that can be financial strain on a lot of people.
There's no such thing anymore as organic, unless you're actually raising your own fish, livestock, and your own vegetables. It's
right. I kind of believe in them. I kind of sway more towards the Mediterranean diet. I know you were talking about the Puerto Rican diet and all that.
Well, no, listen. I was joking. I do what I do. You feel me? But with regards to diabetes, okay, so you said type 2 can be prevented. What about managing type 2? How hard is that?
That too. That as well. And that's a part of the non-compliance, because once you're diagnosed, you have the option to, follow through with the medical regimen, which in a lot of cases still includes your diet and you watching what you eat. Fasting is good too.
How long can someone fast before they get?
I've heard people say they fasted as long as maybe 30 days, but I kind of more realistic for me. It's kind of like between 10 a.m. 6 p.m. Eating whatever I choose to eat, but trying to be health conscious still, of course. And then
how old are you? How old are you, dear?
I am 53.
53.
Yes.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, and let's take our time with this. You are an RN, you said. You're an RN. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. The older you get, isn't it more dangerous to fast because your body loses certain minerals, protein, oxygen is a thing that you can't play with as you get older. So fasting.
But I don't agree.
If I can finish my question, I don't know. I'm
period asking, in a day.
If I can finish my question. So as you get older, should people really fast like they did in their earlier years? I'm just asking.
Everybody is case specific.
Okay.
I would firmly suggest you do research and speak with someone, maybe even your primary doctor, in reference to what would be good for you.
Okay.
But sensibly for me is eating within a 12-hour period. That's doable.
Okay.
And again, exercise. You're never too old to exercise. I suffer with back problems, but I still find a way to exercise. I do chair aerobics with the senior citizens in my community.
Okay.
Works well.
All right. Well, Irv Gotti had.
So again, we have to look at what we're capable of doing, what we're working with, and kind of like carve out our own health regimen.
Irv Gotti had complications. He spoke about that, and he wasn't taking his insulin as much as he should have been. Can you explain how dangerous it is to space out those insulin shots? And
it's life-threatening.
Okay.
Yeah, hyperglycemia can kill you.
Mm.
And if he's going to the doctor regularly, he should be getting his A1Cs every 3 months.
Well, he's gone now, baby. He's out of here. So, that's the end of that. But
yeah, he definitely needs to stay consistent with
No, but you didn't hear me. He's not here anymore. He's not here anymore. He passed away. Other people, yeah, he's gone. But other people, is diabetes when you're 25 years old different from having diabetes when you're 50 years old? Can you break that down? I don't know.
Well, I mean, he had an onset in his adolescent years, so his pancreas actually doesn't make the insulin, so that's why he really needs the insulin. You can't reverse that. But the type 2 diabetes can be reversed. So, I don't know if this 50-year-old person had it when they were born or did they get it, after adolescence. So it just depends.
Is it hereditary diabetes?
It can be.
Okay.
Yes. That is a predisposition.
Wow. Someone in the on the screen right now. Hey, Cherry. She says, my dog is on insulin and it's a lot of work. That is just with a dog. I need to give my dog insulin every time he eats. Wow. Any knowledge in that area right there, dear?
Oh, no. But, I mean, dogs have organs. So, they have pancreas. So.
Okay. I appreciate the call. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Count. You have a good one.
You too. Bye now. I'm trying to get educated, guys. I don't know nothing about no diabetes. Hey, Deborah. Deborah says fasting works. Let me put that on the screen in a second. I think I have a sponsor. Wait a minute. Area code 202. Who's on the check-in? Is that who I think it is? 202.
Hey, how you doing, Star?
Hey, man, what's going on with you?
How you been? I'm good.
I'm looking for your information. Tell people who I'm talking to whilst I'm looking for your showrunner, please.
Yeah, this is Avery from Smartland Buyers, long-time sponsor.
Yes, sir.
Haven't called it in a while, but just wanted to call in with some new updates as well as a great deal for your listeners.
Okay, smartlandbuyers.com. Is that still the URL?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me get that on the screen right now. All right, I'm going to run your banner right after the show. Tell people what's going on in terms of you're having a closeout sale, yes?
Yes, sir. So after about 7 years in business, we're pretty much finally closing down the business. As you know, I've been sponsoring with you guys and advertising here for a while, so I thought I'll give your listeners a good deal to go along with it. So right now we have a few properties left, and we're pretty much giving a blowout sale. $1,500 for any property on the website. And that's just till everything is sold. So if they go to the website, smartlandbuyers.com, or they can even call or text 202-499-0390. And I can, answer any questions that they may have, help guide them through the website and so on.
Now you specialize in raw land, yes? And can you tell people what the advantage is of getting raw land and whether you build or not, how long you can sit on that land and things like that?
Yeah. So we do specialize in vacant residential lots. All the remaining lots that we do have are in Detroit, Michigan, pretty much in the heart of the city. As far as the benefits of owning land, not only is it an investment vehicle, but it's also, ownership that you can actually own, which is becoming harder and harder nowadays.
Okay.
And this is pretty much a deal that you'll never see nowhere else. This is the greatest deal that you'll ever see. At $1,500, you really can't beat it. So, and then we also do offer Klarna, which is where you can make the payment in 4 I know we did used to do the owner's financing, but as low as the price is, I don't see a need to offer owner's financing on this one.
Okay. So 1,500 is the down payment, or with
Nope, that's the full price. That's the full price. 1,500, and it's there.
Get out of here.
No, I'm really serious. That's the whole price, not a dollar more. Like I said, they can actually even buy it right on the website now. Just as far since the price is severely low, you can actually make the transaction right online, right on the website as well.
Okay. Are you shifting gears? Why are you moving away from selling the land parcels? Has it been profitable? What's the?
I mean, as you know, where I'm shifting all my investments into what's happening right now. We do have a new commander-in-chief in office. So a lot of things are changing. So I want to have the funds available to, go ahead and take advantage of the next 4 years. So that is, why we came to this point.
Hey, man, I appreciate you. And you're running this sale, through the end of the month or what?
Yeah, so I'm going to be running this for the next 30 days until every lot is pretty much gone. I believe there's about 14 left, 13 or 14.
Nice.
First come, first serve. If you have any questions, my number is 202-499-0390. You can always text or call me.
Right.
If you want to see the land that is available, go on the website, smartlandbuyers.com. And you can, see pictures. There's links to the Google Street Map, property details. Everything is on there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm going to promote this for you heavy for the next couple of weeks. I do appreciate you tapping in.
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate you as always.
Yes, sir. Salute. Okay.
All right. Take care.
Guys, www.smartlandbuyers.com. And Sam, sit tight in the queue. I see you, sir. Sam, hold on. I want to put somebody's comment back on the screen. We're covering a lot of ground here with regards to diabetes. Yes, Irv Gotti has passed away. I'm sure most of you know that by now. And again, we did a long show last night. We were talking about a few topics, but we spent a considerable amount of time talking about his impact and what a good guy he was. I liked him personally. And I'm looking for that comment, which I can't find. Let me bring in Sam right now, then I'll come back to that. Sam, how are you, man? Sam, I Analyze on YouTube.
What's going on? What's up, Star? How you doing?
Good to hear from you, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. Busy day in the world of sports.
Good.
Busy.
I'm going to get your information to put on the show running here for a second. So, where do you want to start, man? Luka, the Lakers. What's your top story?
Well, most definitely. Today was the NBA trade deadline, and this has been the busiest it's been in quite a while, in a few years.
Okay.
I honestly, I don't remember so many people, players moving in a trade deadline. I had to really think about it.
Okay.
But Jimmy Butler finally got moved. He finally got his wish, and he didn't go to his destination of choice. He wanted to go to the Phoenix Suns.
Okay.
He ended up, I guess his people, they pivoted back to the Warriors, and the Miami Heat did not get any of the young guys, any of the young guys from the Warriors, which was a surprise, complete and utter surprise for me. But I think they did well despite Butler's antics, and I applaud Pat Riley for not giving him the contract, because he's going to be 36 years young. And you just don't get older better as you age, unfortunately.
Right.
And so it didn't work out. And they gave Miami Wiggins. They ended up keeping Jonathan Kuminga, who I was shocked. I'm sure Pat Riley wanted him, or Moses Moody, and they kept their young guys, which is a great move.
Okay.
The Lakers, you did mention Luka. When they gave away Anthony Davis, a lot of people, people were shocked. But You know what, Luka seems I thought he was probably being a headache, and his weight was an issue.
Right.
So the Lakers did end up getting a center to protect the front court in Mark Williams from the Hornets. And two moves that I really, really like, Star, is in the East. The Cavaliers shocked me because they were not linked. I'm sorry, they were not linked to making any moves, and they got DeAndre Hunter from the Atlanta Hawks. To me,
let me jump in here for a second, Sam. For those who don't know basketball that well, I learn from you whenever we talk, guys. I'm talking to Sam. His YouTube channel is at Sam I Analyze. Okay, he calls it from time to time. Before I forget, Kyrie Irving. Where do you think he is right now? I think this Luka trade will make Kyrie a better player. What say you?
No question. No question about it. Kyrie right now, he's averaging about almost 25 points a game, almost 5 assists, and shooting. He always shoots well from the field, 49.1% from the field.
Okay.
I think both he and AD, I think it's going to help. I think right now, an immediate, if you look at this trade right now, it's a great trade for both parties. I think the Mavericks are going to do very well.
Okay.
The only thing is that these guys are about 6 years old. I mean, AD is 6 years older than Luka. So, I mean, 6 years down the road, they may be regretting it.
Okay.
But I think this is a move that had to be made, right? Luka might have gotten lucky because who knows, when he wasn't taking himself seriously. Maybe he's spending the last year or 2 or 3 with LeBron of his career will help him. But I think
he plays no defense. Will his defense get better with the Lakers? I'm sure they're going to address that. Yeah,
I think any untapped potential with LeBron James and with the Lakers, I think this was a wake up call for Luka. I think Luka is going to be forced to. I think he was forced to look in the mirror, and I think every NBA superstar. I mean, if you're Joel Embiid in Philly, I mean that's a wake up call for everyone. That no one is above the game,
right?
And I think that's a message sent, and I think it was received. And I think you're gonna see guys act different.
Yeah, I like the trade. Hey man, yesterday I was playing some video footage, or last night. Warren Sapp, who's I think he's going to be a great coach. He was a great player. No ifs, ands, or buts. He's involved in a lawsuit. Are you up to speed suing the sheriff's department down there in Florida? Did you see the video footage and all that stuff?
Yeah, I saw it. Was immediately, the charges were dismissed. I think probably, I think he definitely does have a case there. I mean, I think everybody's at this point has seen the footage. Look, I mean, I hope he gets every dollar. I mean, the story goes for the last few years. Sapp has been somebody who's been going through it a little bit financially. Again, I'm not in the man's wallet, so I don't know, but that's what they say. And
I think he'll get 50,000. They'll give him 50K, and they'll say, "Look, it was a big mistake." He talked himself into the conversation. The guy, his buddy, who's also a coach on Colorado, right? He's also a coach.
Yes.
He already got He already got the ticket. So, it's not like he was preventing the ticket from being given to the guy. I forget his name. But it looks like it's just a situation that they're just going to say, "Listen, this was one big mistake, but you're not getting 20 million. You're not even getting 5 million." Can you speak to that?
Look, unfortunately, I'm not in law, but I could definitely see it. Okay. I definitely can see it. I think they're going to come to an agreement. I think that you just have to throw a number out there. But I think in the end it will be resolved with like what you said, maybe about a few $1,000s and call it a day.
50,000. Get out of here. Hey, man, great to hear from you. What else do you want to mention on your channel? Let me make sure I get that back on the screen. And Deborah, thank you for your donation. What else do you want to mention about your channel, Sam? What do you want to promote?
Well, just that I did the the video. I'm posting a video in about an hour and a half on the NBA trade deadline.
Okay.
Please tune in. I go in a little bit on some of the trades, some of the winners, some of the losers into the trade deadline. So please tune in.
Kevin Durant, he stayed put. KD.
For now, but I'll tell you what. I think both Kevin Durant and LeBron James could be on their way out possibly this summer. I think both. I think Kevin Durant especially, he feels slighted by the fact that Golden State did not, they included him in trade talks.
Okay.
And I'm looking at LeBron as a dark horse because depending on this Luka thing, I mean, he said if he wanted out, he would want out. But I always was he made comments yesterday about, basically for now. And I think it's both of those guys I think could move, but definitely Durant for sure in the summer, I think.
Okay. Great to talk to you, Sam.
Likewise, sir. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Take care. Sam I Analyze on YouTube. Noel talking crazy. Irv Gotti getting buried in the refrigerator. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I wanted to read someone's donation. Hey, Deborah. Deborah says, fasting works, but eating a clean diet most of the time is even better. People fast and then hit up a buffet or consume fast food afterwards, which defeats the purpose, LOL. You're right. That's got to be one of the hardest things. A clean diet, Is that even possible? I mean, with regards to, again, farm-raised fish versus wild caught. Most people have no idea what farm-raised fish is. Thank you for your donation, though, young lady. Williamston, thank you for tapping in. I do not see a message, but thank you. Hey, Sharita, nice to hear from you. Yes, Sharita, I am going to touch on that a little bit more. We did a deep dive last night. I have no proof, but Irv admitted to drugs. Yes, so I would imagine in some way the drug use played a part in the poor diet. And I don't know how much damage he could have possibly done. Anybody have? I should have asked the nurse when she was on the line. Anybody have knowledge with regards to what were they taking? A lot of ecstasy back in those days with him and Ja Rule, where they were talking about it on songs. And I keep them drugged up on that ecstasy. Remember that? I don't know the long-term effects. Does anybody know the long-term effects of ecstasy and those other drugs? Let me bring in some other calls here. This may be the person right here who sent in the donation. 914, is that you? Good evening. Are you there? 914. Yes, no, maybe.
What up, Star?
Hey, how are you, sir?
What up? How you doing, sir?
Good.
Just calling about the diabetes thing.
Okay.
I do have experience.
Okay.
My ex that passed away, she passed away from diabetes. My father passed away from diabetes.
Wow.
Medical professional in the Army.
Okay.
Medical specialist. So
thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I just wanted to tell some people, it is diet. But a lot of people may believe they're eating healthy. I just want to say, if you don't start by knowing like your blood type, things that you may be eating that you may think are healthy, they may not be that healthy for you. For example, like a lot of people drink coconut water, but if your blood type is O, coconut water is actually detrimental to you.
Okay.
So it's just things like that. You may want to find out from your doctor what your blood type is. It's like, if you put the wrong oil in your car may still work, but it's not going to work efficiently.
Can you break that
down?
What I'm saying? Coconut, break that down in the How that's not good for
like, well, there's a lot of coconut coconut water is a hot thing right now.
Okay.
I own a grocery store, so that's a big thing in the grocery stores now.
Right.
Coconut water is being sold everywhere, all types, from cold press to, Viva Coco and all the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So a lot of people drink coconut water because, somehow our water's not as good as they think it is, and all this other stuff. People don't want to drink regular water. They don't want to drink Poland Spring. They want to drink Fiji and artisan water and all this other stuff. So a lot of people have got to the coconut water. But like I said, I've looked at a book. It's called Eat Right for Your Type.
Okay.
It's been out. It's an old book. But I appreciate the research. His father did the research, and then the guy who wrote the book was a doctor as well. And he continued on his father's research. I've actually done some of the diets in the book, and honestly, they really, for me, they've worked. I can't say they'll work for everyone, but I followed, based on my blood type, I followed some of the things that they said were beneficial, neutral, and poisonous, basically.
If I can jump in for a second, here.
Mm-hmm.
We always hear people say, I'm going to start drinking more water after they get a diagnosis of, I don't know, maybe diabetes, or after they have a stroke or something, anything. Oh, I'm going to start drinking my water. Can't you send your body into some type of shock if you're used to drinking juice, soda, milk, I don't know, just things other than water, and then you start consuming a lot of water? Can't you send your body into some type of shock because you're giving it something that's not used to? I've heard that over the years. I've seen people
you can
go
definitely
through withdrawals and then check out buying water.
Right. Yeah, you can, especially if you're overhydrating. A lot of people will go crazy.
Right.
And, like you said, they may drink 2-liter soda a day,
right,
and now they think they're going to replace that same thing with water, and the body's like, what the hell is this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they get overhydrated, and that can, just like anything, everything in balance, including so-called healthy things for you, like water, everything in balance. So if you overdo it, that can send you in a bad way as well. As far as water retention and things like that, you may start developing other problems trying to fix one other problem.
What about?
I was pre-diabetic.
Are you familiar with? Are you familiar with carbonated drinks? Does carbonation make the pouch expand? That's what I was told decades ago. Carbonation.
Yeah. Based on the things that I've read, carbonation inflames you.
Right.
Causes inflammation.
Right.
Definitely not good for you. Sugar in itself is not bad for you, pure sugar, but it's the high fructose corn syrup and all the other refined sugars, processed sugars, that will kill you faster than just say regular old, I don't want to say a brand, but regular old sugar.
Okay.
That you made, sugar cane sugar, or just regular old sugar that you've used since a kid, and your grandmother used and your great grandmother used.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you say that, because I had a liver transplant in 2008, and I literally had to learn how to eat all over again. I could no longer consume certain liquids. I haven't had whole milk since 2008. It makes me hurl, literally. I can't.
Yeah, I stopped drinking milk years ago.
Yeah. I can drink fat-free milk with some cereal or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I can't drink half a glass of whole milk. I will literally throw up. And certain sodas I can no longer drink. A Mountain Dew, Pepsi, too much sugar. The reason why I'm saying all that is to say there's different sweeteners that they use today for different drinks and things like that are more cancer-causing agents than the older sugar that we used for, I don't know, Kool-Aid, for instance. Right or wrong?
Exactly. Most of it has now become, basically designer sugar.
Right.
for lack of a better term. You know,
Right.
a company has bought this farm. They name it something. This is now what you're drinking. You're drinking this now, and it's added with this sugar, and that's the bottom line. Nothing pure about it. They'll call it something else, but now it's theirs, and it'll make it sweet, but it's also going to kill you.
I still buy Kool-Aid from Walmart. People laugh at me. But my system, I can digest it. I can't drink vitamin water and all that other nonsense. It's got the 4 different types of processed sugar. That stuff makes me hurl, but I can drink regular Kool-Aid. Anyway, go ahead and land your plane, man. I appreciate the information. Go ahead.
I wasn't a big fan of Irv Gotti, but the things he did in the music industry definitely need to be noted. You can't, whether you liked him, hated him, whether you're a fan of him or not, or a fan of 50 and you hated him on 50's part, his contribution to the music industry can't be denied and should be respected.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And, that's it. Just wanted to give some people who may think that they're eating healthy, for another example, cucumbers. Not good for people with old blood. Just something to look at. Something to look at.
I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right. We're still having a good conversation. Part 2 from last night's 4-hour show. For those of you who didn't catch the stream last night, I'm going to really try to leave this stream up, but I am going to have to do some edits after the show. Hold on a second. Folks, please do not spam my live chat or we will get you out of there. Matter of fact, let's get you up out of there. Where is Killer? I don't want nobody spamming the live chat. Okay, somebody's asking about... okay, someone will get back to you. Sit tight. Guys, hold on. What time is it? I want to take a break at some point. Late 99, 2000. Okay. Oh, okay. So someone from the industry insider said, yeah, so Irv admitted to mixing e-pills and cocaine. Okay. I don't think I ever took e-pills. Maybe a half of an e-pill, if I remember correctly, one time. Hold on a second. I was done with coke in 91. So when everybody started doing E, I said, man, I survived the 80s. Fuck out of here with that E stuff. Okay, Irv Gotti will have a Oh, wow, somebody talking crazy, but you sent in a donation. Guys, hold on, please. Sincere, peace. Yes, Meek Mill snitching. I saw that. Meek Mill snitching on Wendy Williams. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Florida Boy J, I see you, sir. You're tapping it. If not, I'm responding to your text message. .305, sit tight. Coming to you next. 305, turn that down the background, please. I want to make sure I'm acknowledging you folks who sent in cash apps. Okay. Barnell, I got your donation. Thank you very much. Okay, salute to Charlie. Okay. 305, too noise in the background. Thank you. Goodbye. We can't do that.
No, I don't know who that is. No, that's not me.
Okay.
That's not me.
All right, 305, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here, sir.
How are you, sir? It's cracking. Talking about Irv Gotti.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
R.I.P.
Oh, I was calling in to talk about the topic, the hope on the wife, giving up hope on finding a wife.
Have you given up hope on finding a wife, sir?
Well, I guess from my perspective, I was going to give my commentary on it. Is I'm not necessarily giving up the hope.
Okay.
For me, it's I've given up the desire for finding a wife. Like when I was younger, there was only one specific woman that I was ever going to think about marrying.
Okay.
And just for me, I think with marriage, you get one shot. You know, you can only find that one possible love or connection to have a successful marriage. And that specific woman, for me, that happened back in my earlier 20s.
Okay.
And then I left town, and we had a long distance relationship. We went ahead and called it off while I was out of town. I came back in town, and she had a baby. So it was like, at that point, we tried to, I guess, go forward and rebuild. But just for me, it was so much, not resentment, but it was like, I'm not going to raise some other guy's kid.
Right.
You know,
I hate to cut you short, sir, but I want to stay focused on the topic. Have you given up hope on finding a wife? So where are you now? Have you thrown in the towel, sir? Is it a thing of the past?
That's what I'm saying. I don't have. That's what I was getting at. But in terms of having the hope, I no longer have the desire. It's not necessarily hope. It's like, oh, I hope I find a wife. I hope I need, I need a spouse. But for me, it's more just I don't have that desire anymore. I know I'd have to change my lifestyle.
I thank you for the call, sir, but I'm staying on topic. Thank you. You see, he's trying to change the goddamn question. Stay on topic. I hate to be a prick, but my audience wants me to stay on topic. We have a formula. It works. Brand new analytics. Matter of fact, folks, if you want to be a sponsor to this show, send an email. There's my email address. We send you the back end. Pause. You can see what we do. We can help you find your target demo. Don't go ahead trying to change shit up. All right, let me mention a few more things before I take my break again. Whoo, chow. Tasha K is coming with some smoke. I was texting with her husband, my homie Shaq, earlier. Tasha K has got Benzino, and he's about to drop a bomb on Fat Joe. Fat Joe is either going to want to see Benzino with the hands or sue him. One or the other. Go to Tasha K's IG page. I have no knowledge in this particular area, okay? Anybody from Jamaica want to tap in? I've been asking about piston core sampling. I never heard from Crime Skills or Rastafari Ministries. A couple of people have been sending me videos about crimes and killings in Jamaica. I don't care about that. I want to know about piston core sampling 10 miles off of the shore. They're looking for oil, and they're pretty sure that it's there. Hold on a second. Oh, my goodness. Radio, what's new? I got your donation. Let me read this here. Marriage was always a child-centric. Oh, wow. Okay, an economic decision. Remove that, and the work seems pointless to most folks. Do you want to call in? I respect what you're saying, but everybody's not a boss. Some people need a partner. And I can respect that. I mean, got a lot of bum-ass niggas out here that need a wife. They need a mother. They need somebody to wash their clothes. I mean, I'm not one of those guys, but I'm just saying wash their clothes, fix their food. Oh, I know bum-ass niggas who, when they get paid, they have to give their wife access to the direct deposit. Else the bum-ass nigga will go jerk the whole goddamn paycheck. Let me take one more call before I take my break. Area code 601. Please watch the language. Are you there? 601.
Hey, good evening, Star.
Yes.
How you doing, Star? Good evening. How you doing?
I'm alive.
Yeah, I've given up hope, Star.
Come on.
I've given up hope on that marriage thing, man.
Okay.
I'm 47. I'm 47 years old. Don't know 47-year-old want to get married again. If you've been married at least once or two times, it's no point of it. Now you have people that's looking for life partners. Even the older women now, they don't want to get married anymore. They just want a life partner.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've definitely given up. This marriage is for people that have never been married before and want to get that experience. But see, it's a lot of responsibility with being married. It's easy to say I do, but once you say I don't anymore, it's a lot of paperwork and things you got to get out of.
Do you have assets? Do you have things to protect?
Well, I'm divorced, so we've already even divvied up everything. So like I said, I'm divorced, so I'm fine with that. You know, like I said, being married, you know, it's a partnership as well. So, you know, if she's giving some, you giving some, you got to kind of even that stuff out.
Do you have children? Beautiful seeds with your now divorced wife.
Yes, I got two kids. I got two boys. So yes.
So you're glad that you brought life, you know, to the planet. Yes, I would imagine.
Yes, I brought life, and I take care of my life as well.
Mm-hmm. So, do you tell your children not to get married, or do you try to give them advice? Because it's one thing for, you know, us older men or older people to say, nah, that marriage thing, I ain't doing that again. I've never been married, but what about your children? Do you want them to stay away from marriage?
Well, since I have two boys, I tell them to live their life. You know, don't, you know, go out here and live life, because a lot of people, especially when you were younger, you know, you thought just women was here in the United States. You never looked abroad and stuff like that. I only started looking abroad once I got into the military, and I started looking at different types of women and stuff like that. Okay. So I just tell my boys, you know, go out here and explore, because you may have your high school sweetheart right there, but there may be another lady in a distant country that might be for you. So I tell them to explore, be safe, but explore.
How old are your sons, if you don't mind me asking?
I have a 25-year-old in college. He's going to get ready to get done. And I have a 13-year-old.
If the 25-year-old were to bring home a 35-year-old white boy and say, I'm going to marry this guy, Dad, do I have your blessing?
Hell no. Excuse me. No. Like I said, I don't play that, and my sons know we don't play that. We don't play them games. So I ain't got to worry about that one, Star. Well, somebody else might have to, but not me.
Hang on, sir. You said you told them to live your life, explore. You said explore.
Well, not explore in a way of exploring other different type of partners, exploring women, not males. And I always make that a thing too. So no dudes.
So you did set parameters.
Yes, I set parameters on women. So, and like I said, they like girls, so it's not a big deal for me. A lot of kids, you know, when they young and stuff like that, they're trying to figure it out. But my kids, as far as that, they know what it is.
I'm just asking because that new generation is very different, and now you got the niggas with the lace fronts, you know, and all sorts of crazy shit, and it's different.
Well, like I said, Star, when you go out, because you have to go out and shop at things like that, I always kind of sort of point out things to my kids and things like that, like, hey, that's a dude with a lace front, or that's a guy right there. Watch out for these signs, you know, because there are signs.
But you yourself, you have given up hope. No more. That's it. I'm done. You know, just you're gonna get an escort from time to time. I mean, you got to satisfy yourself. Yes.
Yeah, well, I had to get an escort started. There's women out here that want the same thing. A lot of women don't want to be married anymore because it's a burden to them, especially older women. They don't want to tie the knot anymore. A lot of younger women want to tie the knot because they never experienced it before, or because their friends tell them this is the way to go.
The reason why I said escort is because as men get older, they don't want to deal with the headache of an older woman who, you know, for the most part, I don't know the stats, but a lot of older women now, either they have baggage or they're depressed or they're on medication. So the coochie is not really worth it. So that's why, you know, guys, you know, gravitate towards the escorts. I'm just asking.
Well, you know, a lot of older women these days are kind of sort of keep themselves up because they're trying to find that one. You know what I mean? So a lot of women older, like I said, I'm 45, so you know, a lot of them my age are like some of them are on depressants and been, you know, lives been destroyed and stuff like that. But, you know, talking women my age or a little bit below, you can always find those. But women my age don't want to be married anymore unless they never done it before or they've been raised in a 2-family household and this is all that they know.
So you date women in their late 40s, 50s?
I've probably dated 2 50-year-olds, but normally around the 38 through like 40 something. But no older than 50.
I'll just ask.
Kids are at the house. And, kids are at the house, and you know they're living their best life. So,
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're just talking. I'm listening to what you're saying. I don't have the answers. You know, I mean, me personally, I'm not putting my face in no coochie with gray hair. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Well, if you're married to that woman, you know,
I'm not married, sir. No, sir.
I know you're not. But what I'm saying is, you talk about putting your face in gray hairs.
I'm not putting my face in no 50-year-old butt cheeks. Fuck out of here.
So you a different type dude, sir. You a different type dude.
If you take off the lace front and you got gray edges, fuck out of here.
Hey, sir, well, they got to keep their sales. Hey, they got to keep their sales up, Star. You know, they got to keep their sales up. So, you know, because you gonna have gray hair.
Not on my time, sir.
You know?
Not on my time. Not on my dime. But I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
So I want to say one more thing about Irv Gotti,
yes,
if I can, before you leave.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For all the fact that Irv Gotti gets, he was a very good businessman. You know, the career that he helped and things like that, he did a very, very good job. But my only question, I don't know if this has been brought up on yesterday's show, will Ashanti be at the wedding? Is my question.
Funeral? You mean funeral? Funeral.
Yeah, funeral. I'm sorry. I said, yeah, funeral. That's my question. Will Ashanti be at the funeral? I would think she would be.
Shanti is such a nice human being. Her mother and father were always good to me. Her mother gave me a Rush box set. My favorite band, Rush, gave me a Rush box set one time. I can never say nothing bad about Ashanti, but if she didn't go, I wouldn't be mad at her. You know, she's moved on. Life goes on. You know, she's a mother now.
Yeah,
she's a wife. You know? I'm sorry.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything bad about her. I was just wondering, would she be there? It's not anything bad because, like I said before, you know, without Irv Gotti, we wouldn't have an Ashanti.
Okay. I appreciate the
So
call.
that's all, bro.
Appreciate the call.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
So last night we said that Irv may have been depressed, right? Toward the end. Even though the last time I saw him, we had that meeting 2 years ago in Atlanta. He seemed upbeat and happy. And we were talking about a television show and some stuff. But when he went on Drink Champs, he seemed somewhat depressed. Do you think that he, because of Ashanti, wasn't taking care of himself? Let me look in the live chat. You know, Ashanti's, did she... How many kids does Ashanti have now with Nelly? Can somebody help me out with that? Killer, how many kids does Ashanti have? And they used to call her, I think it was Shawnee back in the days. Shawnee. Anybody know? I hear depression is a hell of a thing. I've never been depressed. I'm too conceited. Too confident and convinced. I've never been depressed. Okay, she has one baby. Okay, a beautiful Oh, that could be a heartbreaker for maybe it was a heartbreaker for Irv. Can someone just confirm? Didn't they call her Shawnee? She was like a little sister to them. Oh, and let me say salute to Ja Rule. I've been so consumed with other stuff. Ja, I love you, my nigga. Real talk. Love you, man. I think a lot of us love you and appreciate you for the friendship that you showed us between you and Irv over the decades. Didn't they call her Shawnee? Yes, she was back in the days, man. Irv had her when she was tender, of age, to my knowledge, of age, you know. Teeth white, lips. You think the nigga became depressed and then she starts having a baby and sheesh. Okay, Killer says take it easy. Okay, once again, okay. Let's go back to the phone lines here. King Simon, are you calling in, sir? Peace. King Simon. Let me know if you're calling in. Area code 646. Please watch the language. Are you there? Good evening. 646.
Yes, I am here. What's good, Star?
Hey, who's this?
This is 6-7 Entertainment.
How are you, sir? Where do you want to start?
Start with the. Are you talking about? Are you still trying to find a life, or have you given up on trying to find a wife?
It's on the screen, sir. Can you read it?
Yeah. Yes. Have you given up hope on finding a wife?
That's correct. Yes, sir.
I see marriage as here in America. I see marriage as I look at marriage in a higher light now. I see it as an institution. You know, there's many benefits to being married. Also, on the flip side, I don't like the fact that the state is in your business, but that's how it works.
Okay.
You know, marriage is a business contract. I think that, you know, if I don't want to say that if you can't run a business, you shouldn't be married, but I don't want to necessarily get married out of emotions. Just like I want to get a tattoo of my partner on my arm because I'm in a good mood. Because later on I'll be in a bad mood and I'll still have that tattoo.
Gotcha.
So I just turned 40 about 2 weeks ago, and I look at marriage as there's a lot of benefits. I have a daughter. I'm not married to my child's mother. We are together. We have a 2-income household. We are building. So it's like, okay, marriage takes it to another step as far as we have certain benefits that you don't have when you're not married. You know, I don't know all of them. You know, I know of some. But I just look at marriage how it could be beneficial. I work a 9 to 5 as a truck driver, and I also have my own entertainment company where I can hand that down to my daughter, where I can hire my partner, and I have an EIN and so many benefits. So I haven't given up on finding a wife. I will. Okay. I've been thinking more so lately of marrying my child's mother. I'm happy with myself. I'm not looking for an Instagram model or somebody who to make me feel better about myself. I've done my numbers. I don't have a hard time walking up to women and starting a conversation. So, no, I haven't given up on hope on finding a wife. I'm happy with myself, so I can accept almost any woman. Now I'm done with that.
Can I jump in? Let's just have a conversation here. You're a truck driver. How many years? And you have all your certifications and your
I do not CDL. I've been on and off. I normally do truck driving, some physical general labor, so like a day laborer. But truck driving since 2014.
I'm sorry. Did you say you do not have a CDL?
No, I do not have a CDL.
Okay. Continue.
Yeah. So, I just No, you said you was just asking me, but so as far as Irv Gotti.
Well, no, hang on. Let's go back for a second. So you do not have the CDL, but you have an entertainment company, you said.
Yes. Where it started with the hopes of it was to find talent, mold them, manage them, develop them. I have a artist development program of 5 different stages from brand and marketing to voice to production.
And how old are you now, sir? How old are you?
I just turned 42 weeks ago.
With all due respect, get your CDL. Never mind that entertainment bullshit, managing rappers and all that nonsense. You're 42, man. Leave that shit alone. That's a dead end now. Why would you want to manage anybody if they can't get it themselves? If they can't, figure out Spotify and all these other platforms to pop off? Why do you want the headache?
No, that's the thing. It started off with that. That was the goal. And I heard you say many times, like the last thing you want to do is manage a rapper. But I totally can relate. You have to babysit. You got to beg people to come on time to do their verses.
You're 40. You're 42. If you get a good woman,
I'm 40 years old.
Okay.
40 years old, but no,
do not bring bum ass rappers and thoughts around your wife and child, for God's sakes. Why would you want to bring that into your home? And why don't you have the CDL? With all due respect, what's the hold up? What's the problem?
I do, because I do own and operate, and with a 26 footer in an urban area, you can make more than a CDL. If you're a CDL and you're a company driver, you might make 28 to 35 max, and that's on a high end. You're on a road. I don't necessarily want to be on a road for 3 weeks at a time.
But that's where the long-term money is, right? What you're getting is fast money, day labor stuff. That's what, off the books and stuff like that.
Well, not if you're doing. Well, I'm doing owner operator. I do food. I do furniture. I have a 16-foot refrigerator truck, and I have a 26-foot drive-in.
Hold on a second, Marty. Marty says as long as you don't marry a black man, you good. They will never qualify. Hashtag too broke. We're just talking, man. I mean, just the topic.
I feel like the black man is the most sought after. I feel like the black man is the most sought after man on the face of the earth, and I just happen to be a black man. And for sometimes it's fetishes. You have some people out there, they want a brown baby. Nothing is cooler than a brown baby. Right now. But a couple years ago, it was nothing cooler than having a dog. But right now, there's nothing cooler than a brown baby. It's like, and I'm not having nothing against interracial dating. I've dated 95% black women. I've had all different types of women. That's nothing to me. I come from a different era when you learn how to walk up to a woman and start talking. Like I'm not from the generation of weirdos and online dating. To each his own. So yeah, that's where I come from. But yeah, I'm definitely not trying to manage rappers. I create my own content where I'm the star. I don't want to have to rely on anybody.
Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, so you're 40 what?
I'm 40 years old.
Okay. So you're the rapper on the come up.
No, I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper right now. I have a series to where I pretty much talk to people on the street for like different lifestyles. Whatever the conversation may start with fashion, but then we'll talk about other things. Like, have you seen other content creators doing it? I'm just doing it my way. But no, I'm not a rapper.
Sir, you're 40. Hang on. With all due respect, but you're 40.
Yeah.
You're 40.
Yes.
You still fucking around with that rap shit in the street at 40 and no CDL. How old is your beautiful? How old is your beautiful seed, sir? Your beautiful seed.
She's 3.5. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper. I've never rapped in my life. I never dropped a mixtape. I don't have a verse. I'm not a rapper. I started my entertainment company from the goal of managing and developing artists. Maybe a rapper, maybe a pop singer. That's what it started as. But as I was working with artists, I realized that it was a lot more of babysitting. Same thing that I have friends who are sports agents. They tell me, like, yo, man, it's pretty much babysitting. And if something goes wrong...
When are black men going to give up the dream and get better jobs and careers? So when are black men going to stop with this rap shit? Everybody wants to be the next DJ Mustard, When? I don't know.
No, I don't want to be the next DJ Mustard. I have an idea. I have a movie script I'm working on with a friend of mine from Yonkers who writes movies. Okay. So I'm not aiming to be a rapper. I'm not. I don't have any raps. I don't call in for Freestyle Friday and kick a dope verse. Okay. I have a career, and I also. I'm
just throwing you a curveball, so I'm not trying to clown you. I just wanted to hear what you have to say. But listen, man, I wish you the best. I appreciate you addressing the topic. You want to say anything else about Irv Gotti? I'm spending another show on Irv Gotti. He's well worth it. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, Irv Gotti. Of course, I grew up in New York, so I remember they had a run, the Murder Inc. run. I remember that when Ja Rule had a hit after hit. I remember, and not knowing necessarily who's behind the scenes, like the video Holla, 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 the music video. Like, I don't know if that came out in 98 or 99. I used to love that video. And, you see Ja Rule, but, to learn about, like, the guys in the background that make it happen, like the producers, the CEOs of the entertainment companies, of the record labels, those people who I, like everybody's not going to be a rapper, but
that's who you want to be. I got it. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate
full
you.
Circle.
Thank
Have
you,
a good
sir.
one.
Thank you. Sir. Boy, if I had a daughter, I would want her to be just like Marty. Marty 319. As long as you don't marry a black man, you could. Boy, if I had a daughter and she said, I'm gonna get married, Dad, and he's an up and coming producer. Bitch, I'll disown you. Don't you dare bring a rapper into this goddamn house. Or a nigga talking like he's shopping a deal for somebody else. DJ Duya, are you calling in, sir? And who's wait a minute. Hey there, good to hear from you. Radio What's New? Area code 614. Good evening.
Hi.
Hey.
You've been on a roll this week.
How
Amazing
are you?
Show.
What's that? Can you hear me?
You've been on a roll. Amazing show.
Oh, thank you. Your phone's going in and out. Is that me or you? You're calling from Canada.
Absolutely. I wanted to give a shout out to Irv Gotti. Rest in peace. He, made the soundtrack to my youth. And anytime I look back on our beautiful memories of all seasons, it's his music that played in the background.
Okay. He's gone.
And with respect to the showrunner, I think depending on an age, there should be an.
Well, hang on. Let's go back to Irv for a second because you have some good insight. We've spoken before.
Mm-hmm.
I have no proof. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to whoever his recent girlfriend or wife, if you will, is. But do you think that the relationship with Ashanti took a toll on him mentally? And I mean, we don't know if he was headed for the strokes either way. But do you think sometimes the stress can lead to certain things?
I can imagine his business decisions probably caused him more stress than a young 19-year-old Ashanti who was not even his wife. I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but I feel bad.
He had just secured, I think it was like a $200 million credit line. So no, he was doing great.
I think that's a lot of responsibility. It can add a lot of stress.
Okay. Go ahead.
But anyway, so with respect to the showrunner, I think after a certain age, you should just give up on finding a wife because it is a young people's game.
Okay.
That's when you have the most patience. That's when you're the most optimistic and looking forward to your future. And honestly, just the social skills nowadays of men over 30, it's not seductive. It's not convincing. There's no charisma, like all the things necessary to, attain everything else that you want in life. Just like the caller before, he, was talking about developing his artists. It requires some convincing, some charisma to get them to do the things that you think are best. I feel like none of that energy is put into romantic relationships after the age of 30, at least out here in the West.
Why does marriage have to be romantic after you reach a certain age? Why can't it just be business? I mean, listen, you know my age, but I really, if I do get married, we're gonna have twin beds like Ricky and Lucy back in the 50s. You sleep over there, I sleep over here. Maybe even separate bedrooms. My parents had, an arrangement that worked for them. And
that's great.
People stayed together longer back in those days. What do you think about that? A business marriage.
And with separate rooms, they had better sleep too. Again, I think with respect to business and economy, at a certain era, men were not getting promoted if they were not married with children. I think Oprah mentioned that she was overlooked and was told by her employer at the time that, well, he has a family. Like, what do you need a raise for? So there used to be a lot of incentive to get there, and it had nothing to do with liking each other.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you calling. Anything else you want to add to the conversation? You always have good perspectives. Any thoughts on my theory that maybe the relationship with Ashanti just mentally just drained him, Gosh, she was a hottie.
I hope it wasn't, because that would be very weak-minded. Yeah, you shouldn't let anybody destroy your health like that you didn't even invest enough to marry. I think that's corny. So I wish everyone the best.
Well, hang on. No, stay with me. How old are you again? I forget.
37.
Okay. And you're not married, right?
No, and I've never been married.
Okay. But you have been in love. Someone did break your heart, right?
Of course. Yes, of course.
Most of us have. Now, you've gotten over that person?
I'm sorry?
You've gotten over that person, though, the one that broke your heart, that made you go crazy.
Yeah. I gave it a couple of months and decided to move on. Yeah. I don't like to let things linger. Makes you look old.
A couple of months is not love. You don't get over somebody you love in a couple of months. No.
You can love them and not have them ruin your day. Yes, it is.
Okay, well, I'm not going to argue
There's
with you.
no
If you
point
say,
going back and forth if people are not clear, right? So
if you say you were in love, okay. Sometimes people don't get over the one, and then you look back and you say, shit, can I rekindle this? And then they start having babies, and then you say, fuck. I'm tripping. Anyway.
Baby should be after marriage. I don't believe in any of the messiness before that. But again, it depends if you on this person, you're going to get over somebody though.
Your phone's going in and out, babe. Your phone's going in and out. Great to talk to you. Phone's in and out.
Thank you.
Okay, bye now. Can I get an amen from people in that live chat who have been in love? I mean, I can admit to that. I have before, fuck, I'm gonna kill this fucking bitch. And then you call her a year later. I'm gonna fucking kill you, bitch. I'm gonna come shoot your father. I'm gonna set your fucking house on fire. You fucking slut. I'm gonna beat up your uncle. I'm gonna shoot up your sister's car. You fucking whore. Hey, Colleen, are you there? 917 Colleen. Yes, no, maybe. Give her a second. Let me put this on the screen.
Hi, Star. How are you?
Hey, what's cracking? Good to hear from you. Where do you want to start?
Well, I feel really bad for Irv's family. Okay. I know that he sold his masters for $300 million a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he kind of knew. I think he's been depressed for a while. Pretty sure he knew that Ashanti and Nelly rekindled their romance. Probably wished it was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
His relationship with his wife, he had like a reality show, and that was around the same time he was, with Ashanti, and there was a lot of stress and tension between himself and his wife, who by all accounts seems like a really lovely woman. I believe she has a hat company now, like a custom hat company.
I don't know, and I have nothing disrespectful to say to the mother of his beautiful children.
No, she seems like a very lovely woman. She seems like a very lovely woman, but I do think
that Ashanti was something special, Lord Jesus. And at that point in time, coming up, the little waistline, and here he.
All right, I don't know about all that.
And then here he goes with the goddamn E-pills and the coke, and all she had to do was just get up in some goddamn heels, and then you start jacking your joystick, and holy shit! I'm sorry, you were saying, Colleen, go ahead.
This is like a couple of days in a row you've been saying the same thing, I think, about Ashanti. I think you had a little crush on Ashanti.
It's Ashanti. Let's not kid ourselves. Come on.
But anyway. No, I just think that, people in their 50s, as Irv was, and people, of our age, in our age bracket, we processed relationships differently. We took them more to the heart, where it sounds like you reacted with anger so that you weren't sad. He might have just internalized things, and he knew he had diabetes. And I think what he did was he started to drink a lot. And, when you have diabetes, alcohol consumption will kill you. So it was like a slow burn, and, eventually it was going to happen. But it seems, I perused his Instagram, and it looks like he gave his children, the last couple of years were an adventure for Irv and his children, and I'm really glad they got to experience that with their dad.
Yeah. He was a good,
and I'm pretty sure
he was a very, very good businessman. I'm sure he took care of things before he passed. I just want to say that for those who may be curious, Okay, you were saying?
Oh, yes, absolutely. He was the youngest, I think, of all of his siblings, and I think he took care of his whole family. So, at the end of the day, when I first heard of his passing or that he had a stroke, the first song that came to my mind was "How Could You Mend a Broken Heart" by Al Green. I mean, I know Al Green covered that by the Bee Gees, but I knew his heart must have been broken, and he just,
Are you older? Are you older than me? I forget, Colleen.
No, I'm younger than you.
Okay.
I'm younger. I'm 53.
53. Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, we just process grief and relationship issues differently, I think, than the younger generation or kids, or not kids, but people that are in their 20s and 30s now, where it just seems like maybe relationships are more disposable, more easily replaceable because of online dating and different apps. But yeah, I just want to, if his children are listening, I'm very sorry that you lost your dad. I'm very sorry for the pain this caused, but he lives in you, and I hope you go on to live productive lives. Yeah. That's all.
He left,
and I can tell you're hurt too.
Yeah, no. Listen, he left his mark on me. Clearly, he's one of the hallmarks of my radio journey. Nice guy. We had great conversations. When I look back, I will think of Irv and Chris. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not actually say that.
I actually used to think that 50 was funny. I no longer think he's funny anymore. It was in poor taste. His most recent post was in really poor taste. And it's at some point.
I like 50, but I wouldn't trust him as far as I could spit. He's one of those cutthroat, dirty niggas from Queens. But listen, they had issues, and I'm not going to go all into the issues. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes. But I'm not saying he's wrong for acting the way he's acting. They had real street issues,
Yeah, there was like a murder attempt on his life or something.
I don't know. I don't know. But from what I was told on multiple occasions, Irv slutted out a girl that 50 was in love with. Slutted her out, and then sent her back to that nigga. 50 was a fat nigga back in those days. He wasn't popping. He was on Columbia. Irv slutted her out and sent her back, and it's always over a bitch. Anyway, Colleen, great to talk to you.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Can anybody confirm that Irv slutted out? It may have been the one that 50 loved. Hold on a second. Easy money sniper factors. Oh my goodness. I gotta stop talking about Ashanti like that. She's with Nelly now, but back in those days, boy, sheesh. Hold on, I'm trying to put this on the screen. Give me a second, guys. I'm coming back to the phone lines, and I see some of you have sent in donations. Bear with me. What, man? How do I? Okay, there he goes. Okay, no. Why did I put that on there? Wait a minute. There you go. Easy Money Sniper says, facts are Ashanti's thighs can choke a grizzly bear with ease. Sheesh. DJ Duya, are you calling in, sir? Where is he? DJ Duya 845. Hey, homie, good to hear from you, man. What's cracking? What's shaking? DJ Duya.
What's good, OG? How you been, man? Good?
I'm alive, man. How about yourself? What's cracking?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well. It's a little sad seeing what happened with Irv Gotti, man.
Right.
I was intern for Murder Inc. back in the day, and I always looked up to Gotti and what he did, how he conducted business, what he did for hip hop for the 90s and 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
He was definitely an official dude, man.
How's Ja doing? Is anybody? I saw he put up a post, a picture of Irv on his IG. Is he made any types of announcements with regards to anything that public should know?
No, I haven't seen him put it. I mean, I just seen him put stuff. He put up a broken heart on Twitter, and then he made a statement on or post on Instagram, but he hasn't come out on any like platforms and given any official statement or anything like that yet.
What was the name of that restaurant where Irv's face was on the wall with Russell? Was that some type of? It was in Midtown Manhattan. I had lunch there with Leo. Do you know what I'm talking about? Was that before your time?
I'm not sure. I just know, when we were in the office, I know you were kind of with the angle of, Ashanti, but Irv loved his food, man. So
yes,
I think he kind of more crashed out over the food than anything else. Then, he wasn't going to really change up his eating habits and his lifestyle. He was going to go out the way he wanted to go out. So,
Okay. Yeah. Hey, man. I mean, he's gone, so we have a great legacy to remember him by. Anything that we don't know, something that used to go on up at the office, that you saw.
I mean, I just know that Irv is a family dude, man. He always treated everybody well. You know what I mean? And you never hear any artists talk ill about him. He definitely was, he had a big mouth, but he also had a big heart, man. Showed love to everybody that, he felt deserved it. So, man, I don't want to say shout out, but, salute to Irv Gotti, Chris, Tina, the whole family, man. This is definitely a big loss. I wanted to see him really, make his next wave with in the Hollywood and making the movies and stuff like that. So that's something that we're going to lose out on. Because that man was definitely a visionary.
What years were you interning over there?
2004 to 2007.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So you were there a couple of years. Do you have any tea?
I mean, definitely.
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Everything that you're saying about Ashanti is spot on, man. He was definitely something, especially in that era. Whew. He's definitely something.
Ashanti went into the office and the door was closed, right? The door was closed.
Definitely on the road. They, had the shared rooms and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah. Irv came out of the office shaking, tweaking.
By the time I was there, like the ecstasy era was kind of over, and they would kind of deal with the feds and 50 and all that type of stuff.
Sir, when Ashanti was around, that ecstasy era was never over, sir. Allegedly.
Oh, man.
They used to call her Shawnee, right? If I'm not mistaken. What do they call her?
Yeah, Shanti.
Yeah, so you met Mominger, Ashanti's mom? What a nice person she was.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I was doing the street team, so I would do a lot of, promo for them out in, Long Island and stuff like that. So
I saw Ashanti live. I'm not sure where it was, somewhere in Long Island. She got busy on stage. Was her mother still married to her father when you were interning?
I know they were together. Yeah, I don't know the specifics of the marriage and all that stuff, but yeah, I know they were together. Yeah.
Okay.
He never really came around. The mom had her own office and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, she was momager. That's what they called her. I think
momager. Yep.
Momager. I think she coined that term. Either her,
absolutely,
either her or Bow Wow's mom. I forget, but okay.
Yeah, I think she kind of ran with it a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very nice, classy woman. They're from Glen Cove, Long Island, right? Glen Cove.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Well, listen, DJ Dooya, if you want a bag, right? I know you got some tea. You go holler at Tasha K. Tell her I sent you.
All right, no doubt, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some of the guys from up there to get on my channel, and I will, I don't know if I'll want to disrespect the legacy, but I
Well,
just want to, highlight.
You don't have to say nothing crazy, man. But I mean, you can find a
Yeah.
way to formulate things. People want to know, man. Irv put it down. He was a boss. He was a boss. Were you there?
Nah, that's a fact,
Were you
man.
there when he helped Bobby Brown out? What was that track Bobby Brown had helicopters and
Yeah, that's. I would say
Thug Lovin'.
What
was that? Thug Lovin' or some shit? What was that garbage?
Yeah, Thug Lovin'. Yeah,
Thug Lovin'.
I got there for Ashanti's second album. So like I was there for Ashanti's second album. Ja Rule's Blood in My Eye, RUL lead, and then when they brought in Lloyd, I was kind of with Lloyd for most of the time when he was there.
Good nigga Lloyd, I remember him.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
definitely.
you never saw Bobby Brown, in the bathroom. Beaming up to Scotty. You never saw that.
No, I can't throw Bob under the bus. No, I can't. I wish I could give you more,
No. Listen. I don't need the exclusives. You holler at Tasha K, Storm Monroe, one of those people. Just tell them I sent you. Get a bag, man.
No doubt.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you, man. Thank you.
Good to talk to you. Salute. Okay.
Always salute, bro.
All right. Streets got to eat, man.